Hello everybody, dear students, welcome to my YouTube class. I am Sambasiva Rao Vankailapati, Assistant Professor of Mathematics in SR and BGNR Arts and Science College, Khammam, Telangana. Today our topic is the angle of intersection between two spheres. Actually this is my 12th video. In my previous videos, I have given a lot of concepts regarding spheres, and also I have given solutions to a lot of problems in my previous videos. In this video, I am going to present how to find the angle of intersection between two spheres, and also I am going to derive the condition to be followed by the spheres so that the angle between the spheres is 90 degrees. That means the condition to be followed by the two spheres so that the spheres should be orthogonal. And before going to that, see this. Angle of intersection of two spheres. Actually, if you take two spheres, suppose that this is one sphere and this is another sphere intersecting that sphere. So the part of intersection of the sphere is a circle. These two spheres intersect at a circle. Suppose that this is the radius of first sphere and this is radius of another sphere. These are the centers C1, C2. So this is the angle of intersection between the two spheres. So actually what is the angle of intersection? The angle between two spheres at a common point is the angle between the tangent planes at that point. So suppose you can see in the diagram there are two spheres here. So actually P is the common point to these two spheres. You can draw tangent line, tangent plane to these spheres at the point P like this. These two are tangent planes to the given spheres at the point P. Therefore, the angle between the tangent planes, is said to be the angle between the spheres. That means angle between two spheres is nothing but angle between tangent planes at the common point to the two spheres. Also, we can easily see that this radius is perpendicular to this plane and this radius is perpendicular to this plane. Therefore, angle between tangent planes is equal to the angle between the radii of the two spheres. Therefore, whenever you are asked to find the angle between two spheres, you have to find the angle between two tangent planes. So it is easy to find the angle between the radii of the two spheres, and this is nothing but the angle between the spheres. Therefore, whenever you are asked to find the angle between two spheres, then you can find the angle between the radii of the two spheres, and that is the angle between the spheres. So here you can see that since the radius is perpendicular to the tangent plane, since the radius is perpendicular to the tangent plane, the angle is equal to the angle between radii is equal to the angle between the tangent planes is equal to the angle between the radii of the two spheres. See this. Suppose S1 is equal to 0 is one sphere and S2 is equal to 0 is another sphere. Suppose theta is the angle between the two spheres. As shown in the diagram, you can see that theta is the angle between the two spheres. So triangle C1P C2, we can take triangle C1P C2. I will draw this triangle. You can see in the diagram. Here is the triangle C1P C2. We have to apply, see this. Then by applying cosine rule to triangle C1P C2. So what is cosine rule? Suppose that ABC is a triangle, and suppose that BC, the side BC is equal to A, and AC is equal to B, and AB is equal to C. So what is cosine rule? Cosine rule is A square is equal to B square plus c square minus 2bc cos a. Similarly, we can write the other two cosine rules also, so that p square is equal to a square plus c square minus 2ac cos b, and c square is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab cos c. These three are cosine rules. So we can apply cosine rule here. Therefore d is one side and r1 r2 are two remaining sides, and the angle between r1 and r2 is theta. Therefore by applying cosine rule here, we can write like this: d square is equal to r1 square plus r2 square minus 2r1 r2 cos theta. On simplifying this, we can write cos theta is equal to r1 square plus r2 square minus d square by 2r1 r2. This is the procedure to find the angle between two spheres. Whenever the angle between two spheres is theta and the radius are r1 and r2, and d is the distance between the centers. What is d here? You can see r1 and r2 are the radii of the spheres, and d is the distance between centers. So whenever r1 and r2 are radii of the centers and d is the distance between the centers of the spheres, then we can easily find the angle between these two spheres. If it is theta, then cos theta, then we can apply this relation. The relation is cos theta is equal to r1 square plus r2 square minus d square by 2r1 r2. So condition for orthogonality of two spheres. What is the meaning of orthogonal? Suppose take this sphere and take this sphere. Suppose these two are radii of the spheres and these two are centers C1 and C2. So if the angle between the radii is 90 degrees, that means the angle between the spheres is 90 degrees. So if the spheres are orthogonal, then the angle between the spheres is 90 degrees. Therefore angle C1 PC2 in the diagram angle C1 PC2 is equal to theta, that is equal to 90 degrees, since the spheres are orthogonal. So by applying Pythagoras rule to triangle C1 PC2, for example, you can see like this: this is C1, this is C2, and this is P. Since this angle is 90 degrees, by applying Pythagoras principle, we can write C1 C2 whole square is equal to C1P whole square plus C2P whole square. So since C1 is equal to center of one sphere and C2 is center of another sphere, since center of one sphere C1 is equal to minus U1 minus V1 minus W1, and C2 is equal to minus U2 minus V2 minus W2. Therefore distance between C1 C2 is nothing but root of U1 minus U2 whole square plus V1 minus V2 whole square plus W1 minus W2 whole square. Therefore C1 C2 whole square is equal to C1, this is equal to C1 C2. If you want to write C1 C2 whole square, you can ignore root. Therefore C1 C2 whole square is equal to U1 minus U2 whole square plus V1 minus V2 whole square plus W1 minus W2 whole square. Therefore C1 C2 whole square is this, and C1P whole square is equal to, since C1P is the radius of first sphere S1 is equal to 0, C1P is the radius of the sphere S1 is equal to 0. Therefore C1P is equal to R1 is equal to root U1 square plus V1 square plus W1 square minus D1. Therefore R1 square is equal to U1 square plus V1 square plus W1 square minus D1. By using this, C1P whole square is equal to U1 square plus V1 square plus W1 square minus D1. C2P whole square is equal to this. And simplifying, on simplification, finally we will get 2U1 U2 plus 2V1 V2 plus 2W1 W2 is equal to D1 plus D2. This is the condition if the given spheres S1 is equal to 0 and S2 is equal to 0 are orthogonal. This is the condition so that the spheres to be follow if they are orthogonal. This is the condition for orthogonality. Let us see some problems. First problem. Two spheres of radii R1 and R2 cut orthogonally. There are two spheres. Radii of one sphere is R1 and radii of another sphere is R2. These two spheres cut orthogonally. So the two spheres are orthogonal. What do we have to prove? We have to prove that the radius of the common circle. Here, if this is the common circle, we have to prove that the radius of the common circle is r1 r2 by root r1 square plus r2 square. So for any circle, we can find, for any circle, we can find two spheres having radii r1 and r2 and passing through it. Suppose if you take randomly, if you take a circle, for any circle you can draw two spheres, so that radius of one sphere is r1 and radius of another sphere is r2. So you can take any circle. By taking any circle, you can do like this. You can take any circle, and for any circle we can draw two spheres. So two spheres passing through the circle, so that radius of one sphere is r1 and the radius of another sphere is r2. Therefore, to solve this problem, we can take any circle. So just we are considering this circle, x square plus y square is equal to a square, z is equal to 0. Here z is equal to 0 means xy plane. So nothing but z is equal to 0 means xy plane. The circle lies in the xy plane, and center of the circle is origin 0, 0, and radius is a. Once again I am repeating. Here the equation of the circle is x square plus y square is equal to a square comma z is equal to 0. Here z is equal to 0 means the circle lies in xy plane. The circle lies in xy plane, and also we can say that the center of the circle is origin and radius of the circle r is equal to a. So equation of any sphere passing through it is can be written like this, because here this is nothing but s is equal to 0 and this is nothing but u is equal to 0. So whenever s is equal to 0, u is equal to 0 represents a circle, then the equation of sphere passing through the circle can be written as s plus lambda l is equal to 0, so that we can write equation of any sphere passing through it. Passing through it means passing through the circle can be written as x square plus y square minus a square plus lambda z is equal to 0. So by taking, for every lambda belongs to R, so you can take any real number for lambda. Therefore, the two spheres having the radii r1 and r2 can be written like this. Suppose x square plus y square plus lambda 1z minus a square is one sphere. This is one sphere passing through the circle with radius r1, and this is another sphere passing through the circle with radius r2. Suppose like that. Then obviously here in this equation u is equal to 0, v is equal to 0, and w is equal to lambda 1 by 2, because 2w is equal to lambda 1, therefore w is equal to lambda 1 by 2, w1 is equal to lambda 1 by 2. Therefore radius of the sphere can be written, since if you take the sphere, if you take, say this, if you take the sphere, in the sphere there are no x term and there is no y term, therefore u1 is equal to 0, v1 is equal to 0, compare this with s1 is equal to 0, and w1 is equal to lambda 1 by 2, and d1 is equal to minus a square. What is the radius of the sphere? Is equal to r1. Actually r1 is the radius of the sphere. R1 is equal to u1 square means 0 square, you can't write, you need not write, v1 plus v1 square 0 plus w1 square, that means lambda 1 by 2 whole square, minus d means minus of minus a square. This can be written as root lambda 1 square by 4 plus a square. Therefore r1 is equal to lambda 1 root of lambda 1 square by 4 plus a square, and r2 is equal to root of lambda 2 whole square by 4 plus a square. Suppose that these two equations given by 2. Since the two spheres cut orthogonally, this is the condition for orthogonality. 2u1 u2 plus 2v1 v2 plus 2w1 w2 is equal to d1 plus d2. Therefore, since u1 is equal to u2 is equal to 0 and v1 is equal to v2 is equal to 0, this part will become 0, and you are only left with 2 W1 W2 is equal to D1 plus D2. Therefore 2 into lambda 1 by 2 W1 is equal to lambda 1 by 2. Therefore you can write like this: 2 into lambda 1 by 2 plus into W2 is equal to lambda 2 by 2. D1 plus D2 is equal to minus a square plus minus a square minus a square. Therefore you can get like this. On simplification you will get lambda 1 lambda 2 is equal to 1 2 will be cancelled with this, and 2 here you can get minus 2a square into 2 minus 4a square. Finally you will get lambda 1 lambda 2 is equal to minus 4a square. On squaring both sides you will get like this: lambda 1 lambda 1 square lambda 2 square is equal to 16 a to the power of 4. So from equation 1 what is equation from equation 2 you can write like this, because what is in equation 2? R1 is equal to root of lambda 1 square by 4 plus a square. On squaring both sides and taking my a square to this side you will get like this: R1 square on squaring both sides by shifting a square to this side minus a square is equal to lambda 1 square by 4. Therefore lambda 1 square is equal to 4 into R1 square minus a square. Therefore lambda 1 square can be written as 4 into R1 square minus a square. This can be written as 4 into R2 square minus a square. On cancellation 4 into 4 16, it will be cancelled. You are left with R1 square into R1 square minus a square into R2 square minus a square is equal to a to the power of 4. On multiplication of this you will get like this: on cancellation of a to the power of 4 both sides, on simplification this can be obtained, and a square is equal to R1 square R2 square by R1 square plus R2 square. So this is nothing but a is equal to R1 R2 by root R1 square plus R2 square. So what is a here? Actually here x square plus y square is equal to a square comma z is equal to 0 is the equation of the circle, and here a is the radius of the common circle of the two spheres, radius of the common circle. Therefore radius of the common circle is a. Therefore radius of the common circle is equal to R1 R2 by root R1 square plus R2 square. Hence the problem is solved. So what is given in the problem? What we have to prove here? We have to prove that the radius of common circle is R1 R2 by root R1 square plus R2 square, but actually radius of common circle is a. As we have assumed that x square plus y square is equal to a square comma z is equal to 0 is the circle. The radius of the common circle is a, and we have got a is equal to like this. Therefore radius of common circle is R1 R2 by root R1 square plus R2 square, and hence this is the solution of the problem. So see another problem. Find the equation of the sphere that passes through the circle. This is the circle. We have to find the equation of the sphere passing through the circle so that it cuts the sphere x square, the sphere orthogonally. So we have to understand the problem first. So in the problem you are given equation of a circle. This is the equation of a circle. So already we know that in three-dimensional geometry every circle, equation of a circle can be given in terms of two equations. One is the equation of the sphere and another is the equation of the plane. Therefore this is the equation of the circle, and this is the equation of given sphere in equation of a sphere. So what we have to do in this problem? We have to find a sphere passing through this circle and intersecting this sphere orthogonally. We have to do that. So see this. Suppose that this is the equation of the circle given in the problem. This is the equation of the sphere given in the problem. Suppose we have to find a sphere passing through the circle and intersecting this sphere orthogonally. So actually equation of the circle is s is equal to 0 comma u is equal to 0. Therefore any sphere passing through the circle can be given by s plus lambda l is equal to 0. So see this. Equation of the given circle is, this is the equation of the given circle. This can be written on simplification like this. S plus, this is S plus lambda u is equal to 0. So on simplification we can write like this. Equation of any sphere, equation of sphere passing through the given circle can be given by this equation using the principle S plus lambda u is equal to 0. So on simplification you can write, let's say this is 1. 2u1 is equal to 3 lambda minus 2, and hence compare this sphere with S1 is equal to 0. Therefore u1 can be written like this. This is 2v1, therefore v1 is equal to half 3 minus 4 lambda. This is 2w1, therefore w1 is equal to half 5 lambda minus 4. And also d1 is equal to 6 minus 15 lambda. And equation of another sphere given in the problem is this. So compare this sphere with S2 is equal to 0. Then 2u2 is equal to, and hence u2 is equal to 1. 2v2 is equal to 4, and hence v2 is equal to 2w is equal to minus 6, and hence w2 is equal to minus 3, and d2 is equal to 11. Therefore u1 is equal to 1, v2 is equal to, w2 is equal to minus 3, d2 is equal to 11. It is given in the hypothesis that the sphere 1 and the sphere 2 cut orthogonally. You can see in the diagram also. This is sphere 1 and this is sphere 2. These two spheres cut orthogonally. Therefore we can apply the condition for orthogonality. What is the condition for orthogonality? 2u1 u2 plus 2v1 v2 plus 2w1 w2 is equal to d1 plus d2. But therefore by substituting the values of u1 u2 v1 v2 w1 w2 d1 d2 in this condition, you can get like this. So on simplification 2 will be cancelled here also and here also. On simplifying this you can get like this. So on rearranging all this equation you can get like this. Therefore minus 5 lambda is equal to 1. Finally you will be left with lambda is equal to minus 1 by 5. Therefore lambda is equal to minus 1 by 5. So equation of required sphere can be obtained by taking lambda is equal to minus 1 by 5 in the given equation, that is S plus lambda u is equal to 0. Therefore here this is S and this is u, and lambda is equal to minus 1 by 5. Therefore this is the equation of required sphere. On simplification of this equation finally you will get like this. So 5 into x square plus y square plus z square minus 13x plus 19y minus 25z plus 21 is equal to 0. This is the equation of required sphere. So let us see another problem. Find the equation of the sphere which touches the plane 3x plus 2y minus z plus 2 is equal to 0 at the point 1 minus 2 1 and cuts orthogonally the sphere, this sphere. So here what is given in the problem and what we have to do. So here S is equal to 0 is a sphere given in the problem, and also we have to find a sphere which touch this plane at this point and intersecting this sphere orthogonally. So by diagram you can easily get it. So this is the sphere given in the problem and this is the plane given in the problem. Say this is u is equal to 0 and this is S is equal to 0. So you can see here we have to find a sphere touching the given plane at point 1 2 minus 1 and intersecting the given sphere orthogonally. That means here this angle is 90 degrees. So S is equal to 0 is given sphere, S1 is equal to 0, it is the sphere what we have to find here, and C is the center of S is equal to 0 and C1 is center of S1 is equal to 0. U is equal to 0 is given plane, M is the point of contact of U is equal to 0 with the sphere what we have to obtain. So this problem can be solved like this. Let the equation of required sphere S1 is equal to x square plus y square plus z square plus 2u1x plus 2v1y plus 2w1z plus d1 is equal to 0. Suppose that this is the equation of required sphere. That means the sphere cut the sphere S is equal to 0 given in the problem orthogonally. So S is equal to 0. This is the equation of the sphere, given sphere in the problem. So for this sphere, 2u is equal to minus 4, 2v is equal to 6, 2w is equal to 0, 2w is equal to 0 because there is no w term, and d is equal to 4. Therefore u is equal to minus 2, v is equal to 3, w is equal to 0, d is equal to 4. So this is the condition for orthogonality. Here S is equal to 0 is one sphere and S1 is equal to 0 is another sphere. Therefore condition for orthogonality can be written like this: 2u1 u2 plus 2v1 v2 plus 2w. Since S is equal to 0 is one sphere and S1 is equal to 0 is another sphere, the condition for orthogonality can be written like 2u u1 plus 2v v1 plus 2w w1 is equal to d plus d1. So here we know the values of u, v, w and d. Therefore by taking these values, you can write like this: 2 into u is equal to minus 2, therefore 2 into minus 2 into u1 plus 2 into v is equal to 3, therefore 2 into 3 into v1 plus 2 into, since w is equal to 0, you can write like this: 4 plus d1. On simplification of this entire equation, finally you are left with this: 4u1 minus 6v1 plus d1 plus 4 is equal to 0. Say this is equation number 1. So another condition. So this is equation number 1, and see this. We apply another condition: m is equal to 1 minus 2 1 lies on the sphere S1 equal to 0. So here you can easily see that the sphere S1 is equal to 0 touch this plane u is equal to 0 at the point M. Therefore point M lies on the sphere S1 is equal to 0. Therefore point M satisfies the equation of the sphere. Therefore M satisfies S1 is equal to 0 by taking x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2 and z is equal to 1. In the sphere equation S1 is equal to 0, you can write like this. On simplification of entire equation, finally you will get it: 2u1 minus 4v1 plus 2w1 plus d1 plus 6 is equal to 0. This is equation number 2. You can see once again: m is equal to 1 minus 2 1 lies on the sphere S1 is equal to 0. Therefore this point satisfies this equation. By substituting this point in this equation, the entire expression will be like this. So on simplification, finally you will get this equation. Say this is equation number 2. Now we solve equation number 1 and equation number 2. By solving equation number 1 and by solving the equations 1 and 2, by subtracting this, you can get like this: d1 minus d1 will be cancelled. You will get 4u1 minus 2u1 2u1 minus 6v1 minus plus 4v1 minus 2v1. So 2u1 minus 2v1 minus 2w1 minus 2 is equal to 0. So on simplification, you will get u1 minus v1 minus w1 minus 1 is equal to 0. This is equation number 3. What is equation number 3? u1 minus v1 minus w1 minus 1 is equal to 0. So we will take another condition here. So here this is the diagram. C1m is here. This is perpendicular to the plane u is equal to 0. You can see like this. This is the plane u is equal to 0 and C1m is perpendicular to this like this. Therefore since C1 is equal to minus u1, C1 is equal to minus u1 minus v1 minus w1, m is equal to 1 minus 2 1. Therefore DRS of C1m is equal to x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. Therefore 1 minus of minus u1, 1 plus u1 minus 2 plus v1 and 1 plus W1. These are DRS of C1M. 1 plus U1 minus 2 plus V1, 1 plus W1. Since C1M is perpendicular to the plane, since C1M is perpendicular to this plane, therefore coefficients of XYZ in this plane are nothing but direction ratios of C1M. Therefore another set of DRS of C1M are 3, 2 minus 1. Therefore actually suppose that AX plus BY plus CZ plus D is equal to 0 is equation of a plane. Then the directional ratios of normal line to this plane are nothing but ABC, which are coefficients of XYZ in this equation. So by applying the same concept here, since C1M is normal line to this plane, therefore in this equation 3, 2 minus 1 are coefficients of XYZ. The 3, 2 minus 1 are, what are these values? This is nothing but direction ratios of normal line, that is C1M. Therefore another set of DRS of C1M are 3, 2 minus 1. Therefore here you can see this is one set of direction ratios of C1M and this is another set of DRS of C1M. So the line is same, C1M, C1M. This is one set of DRS, this is another set of DRS. We know already that every line may have any sets of direction ratios, but any two sets of directional ratios of a line are proportional. Any two sets of directional ratios are proportional. Therefore we can write like this: 1 plus U1 by 3 is equal to minus 2 plus V1 by 2 is equal to 1 plus W1 by minus 1. So you can write like this: 1 plus U1 by 3 is equal to minus 2 plus V1 by 2 is equal to 1 plus W1 by minus 1. Say this is equal to T. From this you can write U1 is equal to 3T minus 1 by taking these two. V1 is equal to 2T plus 2, W1 is equal to minus T minus 1. By substituting the values of U1, V1, W1 in this equation, you will get 2T minus 3 is equal to 0 and hence T is equal to 3 by 2. Therefore by taking T is equal to 3 by 2 in U1, V1, W1, on substitution of T is equal to 3 by 2, you can find finally U1 is equal to 7 by 2, V1 is equal to 5 and W1 is equal to minus 5 by 2. Now you take equation number 3. So what is equation number 3? This is U1 minus V1 minus W1 minus 1 is equal to 0 is equation number 3. By substituting the values of U1, V1, W in this equation, take this equation number, take equation number 1. 4U1 minus 6V1 plus D1 plus 4 is equal to 0. By substituting the values of U1, V1, W, what you obtained here in equation number 1, by substituting the values of U1, V1 and V1, you can find the value of D1 from this equation. Therefore D1 is equal to 12, you can get finally. So what are the values of U1, V1, D1? U1 is equal to 7 by 2, V1 is equal to 5, W1 is equal to minus 5 by 2, D1 is equal to 12. So take all these values in the equation S2 is equal to 0. This is the required sphere. Therefore equation of required sphere can be written like this by taking the values of U1, V1, W1 and D1. So equation of required sphere can be obtained finally like this: x square plus y square plus z square plus 7x plus 10y minus 5z plus 12 is equal to 0. This is the required equation of this sphere applying the given condition in the problem. This is the procedure you have to follow. You have to apply the conditions given in the problem to find the equation of required sphere. Thank you very much.